Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. The new plant for melting down the gold ore so that we can use that to start making the gilded wire. It's got to be gilded copper wire that we're going to use. Alright, so I've got priority for that side coming in. I shouldn't have anything coming in here, really. I know what I can do. I can do a flip thingy on here. You turn that one round and you put that in there like that. And then you go that way. And see, that one comes out. That one goes there. This one comes up and goes in that way. And then goes in there. And then this one goes in that way like that. And it side loads both of them. Keeps everything loaded. In theory. And it only seems to be pulling through from that side. Have I done that right? Yeah, that is right. That's what you're supposed to do. You put a splitter on it. But now it's only pulling from the other side. It was only pulling from that side there. Now it's only pulling from this side. Which is not what I wanted it to do. You're supposed to balance it. I mean, it does balance it because eventually it will pull everything into the right place. So if we go all the way up through here, all the way down this long line here. It's a very long line. It does end up balancing everything, and we have some balance sort of being pushed in here as well. And you do get everything kind of like all coming in together. What we don't end up with, what we did have, is the ore being used here. In theory, this line here should be used exclusively until we have used up the majority of the ore in the patch in the middle, and then this will start feeding in afterwards. This is the backup, and that's how we want it to be. We don't want it to be going any different than that right now. So here I've got a flotation cell level 1, and the flotation cells, we've got enough of them to keep this belt crammed full. That's what I want. I don't want to have this belt here running partially empty. This has to stay completely full, and then we can go up to this one, and this is the leaching plants. These are the ones where we have our current bottleneck, so I'd like to go for leaching plant level 2. Do I have such a thing? Filtration, thermal, ore powderizers, milling drums, leaching plant level 1. I don't have a leaching plant level 2, so we've got a leaching plant 1. If I want to increase the amount that I've got coming through right there, I'm going to need to just put another lot of that up here somewhere and do it that way. So I might end up doing that, but I'm not going to at the moment. So for now, we'll stick with what we got. We won't change anything around there. And we've also got enough storage up here for the base mineral oil that this is now running again, which is what it should be doing. Next on the list, I need to have gold. I need to have the gold ore, and then turn that gold ore into the... Yeah, see, we've got everything's backed up now. It's good. All the things are starting to fill up. This is what we want. We want it to do that. This is a very good thing. Even the steel is backed up. Everything should be backing up. This is what we want. The only issue that we're going to have is that we're going to start to run out of this. We're not running out of this. Although we could do with putting down some more drills over here. What we've done is we've actually run out of stone here. We need to do something with this. I don't have enough copper coming through on this side. So the copper is one that we've got to do, and we want this gold, but the reason I want to do the copper as well is so that I can get that bit kind of up and running and being processed. I've also got copper in here that I'm going to want to extract. And the reason that stopped is because I've got the copper coming in from the other side now. I was going to change that over to a new system so that we're not direct smelting anymore. That will come a little bit later. We're getting through our coal reserves down here. Copper is slowing down a little bit here, isn't it? Why are we slowing our copper down? It's because I'm using some copper up elsewhere. It's sort of being produced almost as fast as I possibly can, but it's ultimately, it is going to slow down. It's not going to quite be enough, I don't think. Right now, it is being produced as fast as I can. The main problem I've got is that I've only got this one belt going out, and that's not enough to supply the entire system. We've got enough to just keep things ticking over, so let's not get sidetracked yet again. I can bring in copper for the gold ore smelting. That's not going to be a problem. One thing that I am going to want for smelting gold ore, though, is chlorine gas. Now, I've got chlorine gas down there. I'm going to want to use some... although I'm using that chlorine for this. Where else have I got chlorine? I got some chlorine right there. That's being used here. What's going on here? Saline water. Chlorine coming out. Hydrogen coming out. That's... Chlorine is just going in there. What's going on here, then? It's hydrogen to come out if I want excess hydrogen. Hydrogen going in here, turning into fuel bricks. What did I have the chlorine for in here? There. Chlorine is going up here. No, actually, that's... Yeah, I'm using the chlorine up in here, and it's turning into hydrogen chloride. And then I'm using that for other things up here. I've got hydrogen chloride up there, which is coming in to make ferric chloride and this chloride. So I've got a little bit of hydrogen over here. So I could put the gold there. There's one place that I can put the gold. Although the actual gold that we're extracting is over this side. I'm going to need copper and I'm going to need gold sort of brought together. Gold, in order to be able to process it properly, I'm going to need the chlorine gas down here. Let's just go into this one and start another one of these. We'll just do vehicle robot equipment for now. So if you have a look in here. Right, so we want to craft that one. We need the gilded copper wire. We've got the cupric chloride. We've got the blue boards. We need gilded copper. So we need 10 copper cables and 4 gold plates, and that makes 5 gilded copper wire. Or we can do gold wire coils, and that's advanced gold. We don't have that yet. It doesn't matter. So in order to get the gold plate, need molten gold. To have that, it's gold ingot. So that's fairly straightforward stuff. But this bit, we need gold ore and we need chlorine gas in order to be able to do that. And the other one doesn't matter. So chlorine gas. I need gold ore mixed with chlorine gas. So I want to get that gas out of there, and then I need to pipe it to where the gold ore is, or I need to move both of them to a new location. I'm thinking new location for both is probably going to work out better for us in the long run. So if I was to bring the... I mean, it doesn't actually matter where I go and put the chlorine gas to. Ultimately, I'm going to want the gilded copper wire to come down here. And I've already got somewhere along here other copper wire being... I've got the tinned... Yeah, right here I've got the tinned copper wire coming on here. So I've already got a supply of copper wire coming in here. Not that I actually have any surplus of that at any point ever. That's one that I don't have any excess of. And if we go and have a look around here, you can see it coming through all the way back to the source. And the source is running a little bit slow. So, I mean, I could use the copper that's coming off of there. I could bring that out, run that down through all of this slot, and I could bring that copper down here. Or we could just set up a request for some more copper plates, and we could build a new section down here for making all of it. So we can have the whole lot being done down here. I can pipe the chlorine up over to here, and then we can sort out all the bits, and then we can get some copper brought in as well. We can make the gilded copper wire, and then that can go up to that bit there at the end. I got the blue board, and the cupric chloride solution is going to be nice and easy. I just need to flush out the ferric chloride that is being brought all the way over here and swap the pipes over, because ferric chloride in this iteration of Bob and Angels doesn't actually have any use whatsoever, unfortunately. So that is what we will do. We will bring all of the ingredients to a new location. Which means I'm going to need to first run it from there. I need to get all the way down here. So either it's got to be done via a robot, or I've got to get a belt going through all of this lot. And a belt going through all of this lot at this stage is probably a headache that we don't want to deal with. So I think we will do this the other way, which is we will get a requester chest, which I don't actually have any of, so we will make some. Angels Logistics. I can only make 5. Why can I only make 5? It's because I'm running out of iron right there. I'm assuming it's because I'm running out of iron. Yeah. Yeah, I'm running out of iron there, so I need to grab a little bit more iron. I've got a supply chest down the bottom. I can go and get one of those in a minute. Right. I will drop that one down there like that. We will put 1, 2 of those in there. I've got 2,300 gold ore in here already. If we do need to get more gold ore later, that's not going to be any kind of a problem. We drop one of those in, and then it hooks into the system. Excellent. So now we've got to run all the way down to the bottom. I can weave my way in between all of these. Like this. And we put in a request, and we've also got to run a few pipes around as well in order to get the next bit. I'll pop over to that supply chest and grab a few sheets of iron as well. A few sheets of iron in here. 1, 2, 3 of those like that. There we go. Now I can make another 5 of these. Fantastic. I'll do 5 of them at the same time. I could do with some red circuits. Like that. And another 200 of them. So then I can put in some more of these, because those are the ones that we use most of. Yeah, that's fine. Right. I then want to come down here a little bit further, and I don't actually have my robots doing very much at the moment, so we could have them building a bit more outwards. I haven't had them building for a bit. I got a radar right there, which is sort of keeping a half an eye on this crazy lot, which is radar Darrell Crew. That is just an ordinary radar. I can actually change that one out for a big radar. I've got some other ones up here. I've got big radar there, Golden Eagle, and your Canadian brother up there. That big explosive worm, I think, is up and angry because he can actually see that one. They're getting closer, this lot. They're pushing the limits. They're getting in as tight and as close as they can. We've got behemoth worms up there. So I'm going to change that one over. We don't want to be getting any closer than this. Like, we're going to have to be a little bit careful about where we actually expand. Expanding down that way. Up here, though, I can expand further. That's absolutely fine. So we might do that. Also, up this way, we've got room for expansion. We need to keep the expansion program going. It's important that we do so because we'll want the land, we'll want the available space. So we do actually want to keep this going. And then we've got robots taking journeys up across this bit at the moment, so we're also going to want to kind of help that out a bit as well. Let me go in here and go to the construction zone expander. I'll put that one... Let me turn it round. Put that one right there. Just like that. So then they can go and charge up and do whatever they need to do. And then once they have put that line in there, we can expand out. We can put down some more landfill up in that bit. Out this way. I think that we will allow landfill to go down this side in one line. I'm going to need to... Or do I? That's something I'm a little less sure about. Putting landfill down through here. I am definitely a little less sure about putting anything up through this side. Seafloor pump is in the way. Right, well I will shift click that into position. And then I will go on up here and I will do that again. Put one on there. Shift click that into position as well. And I'll do the same up there like that. Right, so I've got some more lines of these to come up through. We'll then go in here and ghost print in that one. I should have... Actually, if I go with some of these, I can shift-click in a couple extra of these, and that will help with power and just keeping everything joined together as well. Let's put one of those in there. And put one in there. That should join up the towers. These towers up here, they're not going to join in very well, so I'll go with the construction zone expander. That should connect, but this here isn't going to. If I drop that one in, it might. And if I put one here and one here, that should also help. And then we can go back to these. Put one there, and I'll put one there, and then they should bridge the gap. That's what I want. Is I want them to bridge the gap right there, and they'll come right the way across. We're not actually that far away, so we could go up this way and we could build a radar level 2 on our way up. Angels exploration right there. Recipe radar 3. I just need 5 axles to be able to build that one. I'll start building one of the level 2 radars while we're running, and we can pick up some axles along the way from our steel production area, which is just up here, and then we can chuck in a level 3 radar, which is going to allow us to see a lot further into that island, which I'd quite like. So if I go in here like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Okay. Apparently I'm going to have a few extras. 1, 2, 3. Let me cancel that last one there, because if I'm about to go and pick up this other radar in here, that's going to have stuff changed over. So let's go in here. See, that's just a regular radar in there. This in here is a radar 3. So drop that one in, and boom, there's a huge area that has just become available in here. Look at that. Massive, great big area now that we can suddenly see. So there's items on ground stone right here. I don't know how that gets there, whether they get mad with the stone and they blow it up themselves or what. But there was a big jump in uncovered area right there. We've got some multi-phase oil up here. Look at all of these aliens. There's loads of stuff here. This is going to be interesting. Fighting our way through this lot is definitely going to be interesting. I can see them just there. This is the closest we've been, I think. I don't want to get too close to them. It's scary. I want to get out of here. There we go. I got Radar 2 there, which is non-cutting edge gaming. I'm going to drop down here, and I'm going to make one more of these like this. Apparently when I pick the stuff up, I've got spare now. I've got spare steel bearing and steel bearing ball there. Do something with those later. I'm going to put that one right down on that far corner. And then I'm going to put... You watch over... We can't actually see it. If I go to map. If I put one there. I can have a ghost come out and do it. There. That gives you an idea of how much extra you get with the level 3 one. Like, it's not a huge amount. Super Spawner. Titan Biters, Titan Spitter, Badass Behemoth, Leviathan Biters and Spitters. That is the baddest of the bad, the Super Spawner right there. They are seriously bad news. There's another Super Spawner down there. This is not the sort of stuff that we're going to be able to fight on foot. Like, we are not going to be fighting this stuff on foot. We have to have those long-range guns. If we don't get the long-range guns, we haven't got any hope whatsoever. It's just not going to happen. So, we're going to wander back over this way, and we're going to put in a request chest for a nice little bit of gold ore. That's what we want to bring up next, and that means I've already got some requested chests made. There is another thing researched. Let's have... Do I want to start working on some of these, maybe? Advanced zinc. Gem crystallization. I'll take that one. That might be quite handy. So I'm going to build, to start with here, I need the gold ore coming in. We want to put down a requester chest. Let's just drop that one right there. In no particular order or fashion. And then we can put in some power next to it, like that. And then I can go here, and I can say I want gold ore. I want 4,000 gold ore being brought into this one. Right there. Gold ore logistic request. On the way, 0. Why have I got 0 on the way? Oh. Because that is its own little island. It's an isolated spot. Put that one in. And suddenly I got 3,000 gold ore on the way. I'm also going to put that one in to build a connection there. A little bit of redundancy. I'm going to take this and put that down. My robots are going to go and help as well, apparently, because they're just that handy. I really wish that you wouldn't be quite that handy. I don't want to be overloaded with a pile of timber here. Thanks, little robots. How are we doing over here with all of these extra bits? So we've now got a nice big long line there and a nice big long line there, which means that I can go to the landfill and I can start putting in some landfill here like this. I'm just going to plug that whole thing. I'm not going to bother trying to separate it out. There's no point. We got so much landfill. We've got so many robots. It's easy enough just to fill it all in. And I'll just take it over to that point right there. They'll bring in the rest of it in a bit. I could also go for landfill all the way down through here as well. Go like that. Bring that all the way up there to that point. Run this down. Leave that open for water right there. I mean, you don't actually need to do that. And we can also cancel... Undo placement of landfill. There, that one. Huh? Oh, it undoes the last bit that it put down. Alright, well, that's fine. But there is another one. You got the upgrade planner, you got deconstruction planner, blueprint. Shift, right click. Control, right click. Alt, click. No. I don't know how to undo it. There is an option to undo. Like, to cancel. I know that you can do it when you're actually in there. Middle mouse button doesn't do it either. Right, I'm not quite sure how that is. I wanted to just do a little bit extra here. Oh, I can right-click on that. So I can right-click on the placement to remove it, if that's what I wish to do. But I can't get rid of that request right there. I mean, I know that there is a hotkey to actually go and do that. And that's what I would like to do, but I don't know how to do it. So we will leave that for now and not concern ourselves with it. And the robots are busy. Excellent. Okay, so while the robots are busy, I've got more robots busy down here. They're bringing in some gold eventually. We need to go and build a few extra items. I've got more stuff in here. So the gas and that in there. Don't to worry about that. That is silver, additional silver smelting. Gold ingot recipe right there, blast furnace. So I'm going to want 2 blast furnaces. 1, 2 of those right there. And we will start off by putting 1 in there. And I'll put another one. Actually, let's not put another one in just yet. Let's go like that. Put it up that side. I'll bring that one into there. So it's only going to go in that close, like that. I'm also going to want to put in some coal. Or something. I'm going to need a fuel source in here of some kind. So what would be the best way to bring in a fuel source? And do I have one nearby that I can bring in on a belt? Well, I do have coal just over here, so I could just do that. Which I think I will this time. Rather than bringing it in via the... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.